and Mr. Goessl.
So if you just put a little glitter on the very top of your lids, right below the brow, it's really going to make your eyes pop.
Thanks.
What are you doing in the green room, Piper?
Are you kidding me? This is Sunday. I can't give up the opportunity to get beauty secrets from the jazz queen.
And I see that Julian is getting guitar lessons from Mr. Goessl.
This man's a legend. Am I doing it right?
I better get up there. Hey, come on up.
Wanna come up to the attic? Wanna come up and play with me? Wanna come up to the attic? Lot of cool things for you to see. Wanna come up to the attic? Piper and friends on a really cool tree. Wanna come up to the attic? We're waiting for you. Come join us and see.
On tonight's show, we got Sundae and Mr. Goessl.
Welcome to In the Attic with Piper. I am Piper and this is my attic. My next guests need no introduction at all, but I'm going to do that because, well, that's kind of my job. They are a husband and wife vintage jazz duo who have toured across the country performing more than 250 shows a year. They won Best Jazz Act of 2017 by Seattle Weekly and Vocalist of the Year in 2016 by Earshot Magazine. Please welcome Sundae and Mr. Goessl! Hi, Piper. Hi, so good to see you again. Hi. Oh, hi, little Jackie.
She said hello.
Jackie's the sweetest.
She's pretty nice.
Oh my gosh. Welcome to the attic. I am so beyond ecstatic that you are here.
Oh, thanks for having us.
Yeah. I also heard that you're celebrating an anniversary.
We are celebrating an anniversary. Mr. Goessl, I cannot believe he forgets all the time. We've been married for 47 months and 3 days today.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So what's the key to a happy marriage?
Well, gosh, lots of jelly beans. That helps a lot. That's about it.
How did you two meet?
Well, I saw him performing about 7 years ago, and I was so blown away by his guitar playing. He is the best guitar player I've ever met, and I ran into him at a party and asked if he wanted to play music with me, and fortunately he said yes, and the rest is history.
Aw, what a sweet story. So, you guys are touring in an RV, is that right? Are you the driver, Mr. Goessl?
Sometimes he drives, sometimes I drive, sometimes Jackie drives.
So what is that like?
It's really fun. We bought a 30-foot motorhome about a year ago, and we've been touring in it and living in it for the last year, and we get to see all kinds of really cool places. In fact, we got to adopt Jackie here while we were on tour in Texas about 6 months ago.
Aw, she's so sweet.
She is so sweet.
I can't believe she's just sitting there quietly.
She's really quiet. She's very mellow. Hey, Piper, do you have a dog?
I do have a dog.
You do?
Yeah, her name is Luna, and she's nuts.
Oh, I've met Luna before. She's a little crazy, but she's so nice. Hey, I actually have a question for you.
Yeah?
What do you think the best age is to tell your dog that they were adopted?
Oh, I think you should just wait until like they're old enough to understand.
Okay, that's a good answer.
So, you're on the road so much. Where do you call home?
Well, we still call Seattle home. We actually are parked at Mannequin Barbecue's practice space, which is really cool because they're a really cool band.
Yeah, they sure are. You have been on the road for so long. How do you get it done? How do you, like, you're full-time musicians. You took you quit your day jobs to become full-time musicians. You know, that's pretty wild. How do you get that all done?
Well, it takes up most of our time. I don't think we've had a day off for the last 5 years. So it's a lot of hard work, but
Oh my
it's all
goodness.
worth it. We love what we do.
Yeah, I've only done 5 shows in like 2 months, and I'm exhausted. But then again, my show is a different beast with literally beasts.
You're funny, Piper.
Now who are your inspirations?
Ooh, we have a lot of inspirations, but our biggest inspiration is Les Paul and Mary Ford. They were also a married couple, and they used to take older songs and repackage them and make them sound really cool. And Mr. Goessl does a lot with his looping pedal, and so he can layer other guitar parts on top while we're performing, and it sounds really, really cool. And like I said, he's the best guitar player I've ever met. So it's,
Yeah, he's so amazing. Like, Mr. Goessl, is it hard to keep track of all those pedals? You're pretty quiet, Mr. Goessl. I guess that's how you have a happy marriage.
Actually, I have a funny story about Mr. Goessl. When we were getting married, the officiant said, "Do you, Mr. Goessl, take Sundae to be your lawfully wedded wife?" And he said,
Oh, Mr. Goessl. Do your fingers ever get tired from playing so many different notes for hours a day? Strong fingers. You're a lucky gal.
Piper, I'm blushing.
Well, you know, I've heard that you've played at a nudist camp.
We have, actually a few times. We've played at a nudist resort in Idaho. They
Do you
love
prefer
us.
a naked audience because, you know, what they say about underwear?
Yeah, you know, a lot of people say if you imagine the audience naked, it's gonna make you more comfortable. But then when the audience is literally naked, sometimes you imagine them with clothes on.
Oh, I can see that. So, you know, I love your jokes. You are just the funniest person.
Thank you.
Yeah, I hope that you tell some more. Actually, could you tell me a joke now?
Yes. So, guy walks into a library and he says, "Excuse me, I'll have a cheeseburger and fries." And the librarian says, "Sir, this is a library." And he says, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'll have a cheeseburger and fries."
He was whispering. Womp, 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 womp. What has been your favorite place to play?
Our favorite place to play in Seattle is, of course, the Triple Door. That's our very favorite venue. It's a great place to go hear live music and see a show. Lots of different performances that they host at the Triple Door. And we also really like playing in Montana. There's a lot of places in Montana to play music, and people really, really love music in Montana, so we have a lot of success there too.
Yeah, that's big sky country. I always wanted to go.
Yeah, you should come visit us sometime. We're going to spend a lot of time in Montana coming up here.
Oh, I'd love to. Oh, yeah, I'll have to talk to Garbanzo about that.
Oh, great. I know Garbanzo too.
Yeah, you're good friends, aren't you?
Yes, he's great.
So you play an instrument that I've dabbled with,
Oh, I know, Piper.
the melodica.
Mm-hmm.
And you give a beautiful explanation of it. Can you tell the viewers what it is?
Yes. So melodica is a little mini keyboard, and you make sound with it by blowing air through it. So I always describe it as like a harmonica and an accordion. If they had a baby, it would be the melodica.
Oh, that's so sweet. All right, so I was hoping that you would like listen to my melodica playing.
Well, Piper, I was hoping we could actually have a melodica battle.
Oh, snap, really?
Yeah.
Sure. I'm nowhere near as talented as you, but...
I don't know about that. I've heard you practicing in the green room.
Oh, well, okay. Sure, let me get it.
Okay.
Melodica Battle! Yay!
Let the Melodica Battle begin. And the winner is Piper!
Oh! Good job, Piper.
Thank you.
I think that you have earned yourself a true prize as the melodica queen. Here you go.
Oh, wow.
You're welcome. You've earned it.
This is so pretty. I love it.
It's sparkly, just like your personality.
Aw, thank you, Sundae.
You're welcome, Piper.
Oh, you're so sweet. Thanks. Oh, all right. Well, let me just put this down here. Oh, I love that. Oh, my goodness. All right. Well, so it's about that time. So I have to make sure that all of my viewers know where to find you.
Okay, so you can find us at sundaeandmrgoessl.com. And if you don't know how to spell that, you could also find us at vintagejazzduo.com. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on Twitter, and we're running a Patreon campaign right now. So find us, Sundae and Mr. Goessl.
And you're going on tour so they can find those tour dates on there.
On our website, yep.
Awesome. All right. Well, when we come back, your ears will be delighted by the sultry sounds of Sundae and the mesmerizing guitar tricks of Mr. Goessl. Stop the car! It's Pretty Parlor! Here we are at Pretty Parlor! I'm so excited! Pretty Parlor has so many pretty dresses! I love it! And they don't just have dresses, they have overalls too! Wigs and hats too! I love these! A bridal shop too! This is the best store in the world! Hi, kitty. Hi, kitty. They even have dogs. They even have things for men.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'm gonna pull them back quite a bit.
I feel so pretty at Pretty Parlor in Capitol Hill. Ladies and gentlemen, Sundae and Mr. Goessl.
Take this burned and broken heart and make it sing. Take these eyes that cried and show them anything. Take these hands that love is real. Love me dearly, love me true. Love me, and I love. Take this dark and dreary world and make it bright. Take the wrong things, baby, and make them alright. Take these cloudy skies and take this gray. Take these sleepless nights and make a sunny day. Love me dearly, love me true. Love me, and I love me dearly, love me true. Love me, and I love you too.
If you like pina coladas and lollipops too, then you'll really like this lollipop. This one's for you. It's the Great American Lollipop thing, and like they have flavors and everything. Like if you really like pina coladas, you'll like this one. But you can like have so many different kinds as well. You know, it's so good. I love lollipops.
Thank you. So how does a mermaid clean her fin?
How?
Tide.
You're so funny, Sundae.
Thanks. This next song is about a heartbreaker named Darlene. Darlene, oh Darlene, you better pack your things and go, Darlene. Oh Darlene, you're so mean to me. No, you can't stay one more night, Darlene. Well, every time you say you're sorry, well then you sweep me off of my feet. But then you go and when I try to call, your phone just rings and rings, Darlene. Oh Darlene. Okay, I'll give you one more chance, my sweet Darlene.
Darlene. You're my sweet Darlene. Darlene.
In the attic with Piper.
Well, I love my baby better than a brand new sweater. Oh, I love my baby, he keeps her warm at night. I love my baby the most, he makes me break the toes. I love my baby, he makes me feel alive. Oh, and when I'm feeling blue, all we do is just what to do. I love my baby, hold him very tight. 'Cause I love my baby better than the last warm weather. I love my baby forever and a night. Oh, I love my baby better than a brand new sweater. Oh, I love my baby, he keeps me warm at night. Yes, I love my baby the most, he makes me break the toes. I love my baby, he makes me feel alright. When I'm feeling blue, all we know just what to do. I love my baby, hold him very tight. Yes, I love my baby better than the nice warm weather. I love my baby forever and a night. Yes, I love my baby forever and a night. Oh, I love my baby forever and a night.
Wow, what a great show! Thank you, Sundae and Mr. Goessl. Oh, this was great. Follow them on everything, all of the things that they said today. Woo! If you've liked what you've seen, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, In the Attic with Piper.